I am Anil Kumar sharing with you a test problem on Pythagorean theorem and its converse. The question here is, the sides of a triangle have lengths x, x plus 5 and 25. If the length of the longest side is 25, what value of x makes the triangle a right triangle? So basically we have a right triangle in which we are given the sides in terms of x values, right? One of the sides, which is hypotenuse, is known to us since it says the longest side is 25. The other two are x and x plus 5. So these are the other sides of our right triangle, right? We need to find the value of x. So we can use Pythagorean theorem. It says that if the three sides form a right triangle, then square of these, sum of squares of the legs is equals to the square of hypotenuse, right? So we can write this as x square plus x plus 5 whole square should be equals to 25 square, correct? Now we can expand and simplify. We get x square plus 2x square plus 2 times 5 times x, which is 10x. And 5 square is 25, so plus 25 equals to 25 square is 625. Now we can bring all these terms together. So x square plus 2x square is, this is x square. So x square plus x square is 2x square. So we have 2x square plus 10x. And bringing 625 to the left, we get 25 minus 625 equals to 0. And now we can write this as 2x square plus 10x minus 600 equals to 0. Well, 2 is a common factor, so we can divide by 2 the whole equation. So we get x square plus, if you divide by 2, it becomes 5, and this becomes 300 equals to 0. Now to solve for x, we can use quadratic formula. You can also try factoring, that is possible. Now quadratic formula, if you remember, is x is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2 times a, right? So in this case, b is 5, a is 1, and c is minus 300. So we get x equals to minus 5 plus minus square root of b square, which is 5 square minus 4 times 1 times minus 300 within square root divided by 2 times 1. So now we can actually use calculator and solve this, right? So what we have here is 25 minus and minus becomes plus. 4 times 3 is 12, so we have 1200 divided by 2, right? So we can find square root of 1225 so that we know what the square root is. So square root of 1225 is equals to 35, right? So we can write this as minus 5 plus minus 35 divided by 2. So there are two different answers, and as you know, the side cannot be negative. So the only possible answer is minus 5 plus 35 divided by 2. That gives us 30 divided by 2, which is 15. So we know x is 15. So one of the sides is x, which will be 15. The other side is x plus 5, which is going to be 15 plus 5 equals to 20, right? And therefore we get our answer, and the answer is that the sides are 15, 20 and 25 is the largest side. So that is how we can solve this question. I hope that is clear. Thank you and all the best.